Hello everybody, it's me, Seroxis, back from the dead. I know, shocker, right? Let's see, my last video, or my last Let's Play video, was about 5 years ago, I believe. My last video for Corpse Party was, 4 years ago. And my last video of gameplay was Smash Brothers 2 years ago. And of course, that's, that's on me. I've mentioned it a couple times before, how my laptop crashed on me and was unsalvageable as far as I could do myself with what little money I had. So it was scrapped, of course. I mean, it's not scrapped yet. I'm still planning on getting some information and stuff off of it, but that's beside the point. So, I'm back from the grave, and by that I mean one of my wonderful co-workers, Chase. I guess I should go back some. So in the interim between the last time I uploaded a video, which was, the Smash Brothers video 2 years ago, according to YouTube's thing, and now, I was working, and then I moved. I moved out of my mother's house and went to a town 2 hours away to live with some friends. That was fun for a while. I'm back home now. And I've just finished getting settled. It's been about almost a week. Not a whole week, but almost a week. I haven't gone back to work yet. I'm back in my hometown. And while I was in the other town I was in, I had some wonderful co-workers, and I mean absolutely great guys. One of whom built me a fairly good computer. Like, this is a really nice computer. I can do all sorts of things, like 3DS and Wii U emulation. I know, it's kind of crazy. Probably the strongest computer I've ever had. And that's to say, I'm not running anything in like 4K or anything, but, it's cool. It's a good computer. So, that said, now that I'm back in the saddle, more or less, I'm coming back to look at the channel, and I've gone up to 57 subscribers, which is, why were you subscribing to a dead channel? But I say thank you for that to any of you who will be watching this video. 57 is not really a lot to, enough to have, a good community, but I'm just glad to be back. Doesn't matter who's watching. This was a hobby for me, and it still is. That said, because this is a hobby, I'm not going to be putting the effort it would take to stay monetized, do any of that stuff. First of all, I'm not monetized and never was monetized. The only time there were ads on a video was if it were content claimed, like all of my Mario Kart videos, and probably the Smash Brothers videos as well. And that's okay. I don't really care. But again, I do thank everyone for being here, if you're here. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but the game you're seeing in the background is called Magicite. It's a fun game. It was one of the first games that it was a game ever since my old computer I've been wanting to play again, so I'm glad I finally get to get back into it. So, as for the content being added to the channel, first of all, I want to say that I will be putting more effort into aesthetics. Generally I would have put maybe 30 to 40 minutes into what it takes to make a thumbnail, or like an hour into editing and barely doing very much of that at all. We're going to be doing a lot more editing. I'm learning Kdenlive because it's what I have access to. I'm learning OBS Studio, again, because that's what I have access to. I don't really have the money to buy, like, actual software. I will eventually, and I plan on doing that at some point. But as far as the content goes, more effort into editing and presentation, and the games, I need to talk about which ones I will continue with and which ones I will not be continuing with. Starting off with Sengoku Basara. As much as I love the game, and I would love to have continued with it, I don't foresee there being time to get Alex with me, because he has his own life. And, I mean, we could, but not now. I don't have access to a capture device for consoles at the moment, so Mario Kart for Wii U and Sengoku Basara for PS3 are both cancelled at the moment. I may go back to Sengoku Basara, but probably not. And Mario Kart 8, there's no reason to go back to Mario Kart 8. The playthrough that me and Ivan were doing was a day 1 50cc run-through, and that was just our initial reactions to the game as it had just come out. And we can't really get that back. Now, will I ever go back to Mario Kart? Probably. I can see a session of playing Mario Kart with some friends just for fun. But at the moment, the 50cc playthrough that I was doing, cancelled. It's done. Sengoku Basara cancelled. It's done. Corpse Party. Definitely coming back. I'm not canceling Corpse Party, especially since we were so close to the end of the game. Now, ever since the last time I played the game, there have been a few releases of the game that had extra content. For instance, there's a PC version for Steam that has an extra chapter and different voice acting. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it just for that extra chapter, and I'll explain why that is at a later date. Probably when I'm getting to the other version of Corpse Party, that is the 3DS version. The 3DS version had different graphics, which were improved, and had 4 extra chapters and tons of extra wrong ends. I will be looking at the extra chapters and wrong ends from the 3DS version of Corpse Party. I already have it set up to where I can play that at the moment, and I've been thinking of switching from PSP to 3DS for Corpse Party. I probably won't, just for the sake of consistency, but I will be going into the 3DS version to get the extra content that was added to that. The PSP version of Corpse Party will be completed. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it, because I would very much like to get my data off of my old computer so that I don't have to restart the whole game and play through the whole thing again. That's not saying that I can't do that, it's just I would rather not. If it takes too long to get that information, I will go ahead and play through the whole game anyway. And I believe that's all the games I was playing through. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror was finished, Evil Land was finished, Crash Bandicoot was finished, Kingdom Hearts Speedrun was finished, Dreamland was finished. So, okay. So yeah. As for playthroughs coming ahead, I will be doing the entire Corpse Party series. After the second game, Book of Shadows, I'm going to have to figure out how exactly I'm going to play the third game for the Vita. I'll probably have to at that point I will hopefully have some sort of capture card so that I can capture a Vita TV, which I have access to. But that will be in the far future, because after the first Corpse Party, I will be taking a break from Corpse Party. Just like I'm taking a break from Sergeant Frog. But after my next game, which I haven't really decided on what it'll be, we'll be going back to Sergeant Frog as well, with the third movie game, Great Sky Warriors? Or a Great Sky Adventure, I believe it was. I don't remember what it's called exactly. But that will be the next Sergeant Frog game I do, and then eventually I will be doing Keroro RPG, which does not have any translation and is an RPG, so you know that's going to be taking a bit of an odd approach. I will be having to do some research while I'm playing to make sure that goes smoothly, but I want to do it because I like Sergeant Frog a lot. And they were some of my most popular videos. Not that that really matters to me. I just like doing it. But as far as what games I can do, it's mostly going to be limited to Steam games and emulators. I do have some Steam games I'm willing to play. Maybe doing some co-ops with like some friends of mine. That'll take some setting up. Of course, I'll do it just because, you know, I can and want to. Oh, yeah, a series I want to start covering, Crash Bandicoot. I know I did Huge Adventure and I kind of half-assed it, but I do want to play the other games in the series as well. Sonic games, I would really like to start doing some Sonic games if I can. I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of Sonic Forces, because I actually do like that game, despite how polarizingly bad it is. But everything will be kind of done in a slow way. Like I said, this is a hobby, not a business. I'm not monetized, so I don't have the need to go in and do it every day. Plus I have a job that I will be doing, like an actual job, as well as balancing my family. So, as far as this goes, this is like a second-tier hobby. I'm putting the effort in, but not. This isn't going to be taking over my whole life like it used to. And that should cover everything. So I guess I'll go back and say thank you once again, everybody who remained subscribed, whether it was because you forgot or because you actually expected me to come back at some point. I do sincerely thank you. Everyone who subscribed to me during the time where I was not active, thank you as well. Uploads will be inconsistent at best, but they will be happening starting sometime after this video goes up. I haven't really decided on a schedule yet. As well, I haven't really decided what game I'm going to be going for next, but I'll work out the details as they come along. Look forward to Corpse Party coming back, Sergeant Frog coming back, Crash Bandicoot games coming back, DS, Game Boy Advance, Steam games. I haven't really decided on what game I plan on playing next. Some co-ops, probably. I'm gonna come back. That's this is the long and the short of it. I'm back. Hopefully. And I'll see you guys when whatever comes next. See you around.